Welcome back to the channel. I'm Colin and this will be the review for the SMSL AO10, an integrated power amplifier that retails for $99.99. The AO10 is based on two TPA3116 Class D chips and is capable of outputting 70 watts at 4 ohms load. Not a lot, but it should be enough for moderately sized rooms, and honestly I was very surprised how good this budget amp sounded. Looking at the AO10, it has an LED screen on the front. The front panel and the knob is made from plastic. And the rest of the case is made from sheet metal. Not bad for an amplifier at this price, considering the features it has. It also comes with a remote control. Unlike most budget class D amps, the AO10 uses an internal switching power supply, so no need for a power brick. Just plug in an IEC cable. That's a big plus in my opinion. The speaker posts are nicely spaced, and there's also 12-volt trigger in and out ports, and a set of RCA inputs for you to connect to an external DAC. Now let's check out the menu system. You can basically control everything on the device itself with the knob. Except for turning the screen off and muting the device, you need a remote for that. Long press the knob, it turns on the device. It's currently in line-in mode. For input modes, you can double press the knob to switch between Bluetooth and line-in mode. Bluetooth mode, line-in mode. Press again to access the menu. This is the equalizer and tone controls. E0 is no tone controls. ET is tone controls for bass and treble, and there are 5 EQs, E1 to E5. Select ET, and we can adjust the treble from -7 to +7. And the bass as well. Here we have the brightness settings, and then the trigger port settings. For the remote, you can control all those settings using the arrow buttons, but in addition, the function button to turn the screen off. And there's a mute button as well. So that's all for the settings in the AO10. Now let's talk about the sound. Before I tried the AO10, I wasn't expecting much based on its power ratings and specs, but I was surprised how well it filled my 3 meters by 6 meter room driving the DALI Menuets, which are moderate speakers to drive rated at 86 decibels. I never had to exceed 40 steps out of 99 steps of volume, so there's still a lot of headroom left if I want to drive my speakers loud. For the sound, I tried the AO10 with the SMSL PS200 Pro and the Fosi ZA3. And the AO10 was very transparent and revealing. It was really able to highlight the characteristics of the source I fed it. The overall tonality is slightly bright and very crisp sounding in a natural way, not the shrill and thin sound many associate with cheap Class D amps. The transient response and decay seems very natural sounding, and the bass is tight and quick when driving the Menuets. Overall, it's a very crisp and natural sound that leans slightly towards the bright side in my setup, and when all tone controls are off. Now let's do a little sound demo comparison with the Fosi ZA3, a really popular Class D amp in the community. The Fosi ZA3 I have here will run you about $150 with the 48-volt 5 amp power supply. So quite a considerably higher price when compared. It has much more power, features a subwoofer out, but doesn't support Bluetooth and tone controls. Sound-wise, I think the ZA3 has more of a tonal warmth in the mid-range, while the AO10 has a more crisp sound. The AO10 has a bit of a sparkle in the highs, and the ZA3 has a fuller mid-range. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I grew up reading stories
I hope you found the recording helpful. In summary, I was very amazed with the sound quality of the AO10 when I tried it. Though 70 watts at 4 ohm loads doesn't sound like a lot, but I think it's more than what most people will need in their small rooms or even a living room that's not too large. The AO10 is very nice sounding, very transparent and crisp. I really like the internal power supply design and built-in tone controls. I wish it had a subwoofer out so you can connect to a subwoofer easier. Right now, you need a subwoofer with high-level input if you'd like to connect a subwoofer. Also, the Bluetooth works, but it only supports SBC and AAC. A great convenient feature, but not the best if you prioritize sound quality. But overall, for just $100, I think the AO10 is a really compelling amplifier. I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a small and budget amplifier. So this is the end of my review. Let me know if you have any questions about the AO10 in the comments below. And thank you very much for watching.